Hey guys, Overthrow here, gonna bring you a quick update on what the Banlist is gonna be like. The rumors are now getting more and more, obvious of what we're gonna get. So we're gonna start with the things that are gonna get banned. Let's see, the first thing that's the most annoying thing right now, Wind Up Hunter. This card needs to get banned because it's the heart of the hand loop combo that wind-ups can do. Not Sept Mighty, it's Wind Up Hunter. Without this card, the deck is just a spammable bunch of boats, the 50-100 that can essentially play limiter and attack you for a lot of damage. But without Hunter, the deck becomes, just another combo deck, but not as devastating as ripping 4 cards from your hand. So Wind Up Hunter needs to go. The next card that needs to go is obviously Future Fusion. This card is like painful choice pretty much. People were talking about banning the 5-headed dragon, but nope. This needs to go because Heroes just got their Dark Fusion monster, so now they can abuse this card along with Sephiroth and Malicious and other cards. So this card needs to go to stop all those plays, and you all know that as good as Painful Choice was, this card is almost as good, but not as broken. So this card needs to go. The next card that needs to go, I don't have it on me right now, and a lot of you guys are gonna hate me for this, but it has to be Elemental Hero Stratos, because the Excalibur OTK is becoming really, really popular now, and the turbo version of the deck is just so consistent that all it needs to do is set trap stun and go off. Even Baylor is not fully capable of stopping it, so that Excalibur OTK is there, so we need to be worrying for that, because the Bubble Man and Excalibur combo is that. So my options are either banning Stratos for this kind of shit or putting Bubble Man to 1. Those are my options for that deck. So that's all the 3 cards I think should get banned, and I think 2 of them will get banned. Stratos is right there. Now going to 1, cards that we know are just causing trouble, especially in the OCG meta. Red Eyes Metal Dragon, Red Eye Darkness Metal Dragon. This card is such a powerful card. It's a 28 beater that can essentially summon another 2,000 or more attack from the hand or graveyard. So this card is straight +1. It's not hard to summon. You can remove a dragon and bring it out. And now there's a lot. And now with Dragon Exceeds, it's easy to put a dragon on the field. And it's not because of Chaos Dragon. It's because of Heretics. Because Heretics can make the Gustav Max combo and OTK you with 2 cards. And it's because they have 2 red eyes. Either if they draw it or they have it in their hand already. This is too powerful of a card. And with that combo, it just adds for most devastating plays. So this needs to go to 1. The next card I think needs to get hit is Rescue Rabbit. It's not because of Dino Rabbit sounds much, but it's because of there's other archetypes that can use this card and abuse it. There's the Evil Sworn, I think the birds, the Fiends. Those cards abuse Rescue Rabbit as much as Dino Rabbit does. And then there's the other somewhat semi-hero deck. It's called Gem Knights, because this card starts so many combos off of that deck. So this card needs to get hit to 1 because it is that good. They should have made the same mistake they did with Rescue Cat. When they put it to 2 and then people started using when Sinkers came out. I mean Tuners came out for target Rescue Cat. So this card needs to go to 1. The next card is Dragonfly. It's because Insectors are basically the best deck, almost the best deck in Japan, and it's because of Dragonfly that they're able to push so much damage on the board, because they can spam and call on the being 3. It's really easy for them to put an Insector monster, but once they hit their Dragonfly and they do the combos with Sword and Gigamantis, it all it takes is 1, but at least having it at 1, it won't give it as much consistency. They will have to play Hoppers, they will have to abuse Centipede as much as they can, they will have to hold it 1 Dragonfly, but at least the deck will not be as threatening as it is. So slowing down that deck should be something that Konami should go, about doing. The next card that should go to 1 is Yugioh. I think the card has, been in Banlist for quite a while. I think the card is very liable to come back. The card is good. The card is good. The card's not as broken as it used to be. When people used to go abusing Magician of Fate combos, or like putting down 1,000 out of Strict, or killing the Monarchs. So I think Yugioh is a good card that could go to 1, because it can just be one of those tech cards that people will use. Not everybody will use it. It is a dark. It's synergized with any chaos engine. The card is just essentially another Book of Moon. So, and then you can set it, and as soon as it gets flipped up, it puts the monster in defense mode. So you can even set if you're weak and just put your opponent's monster in defense. So it has a lot of utilities, but it's not an over powerful card. It's not a broken card. So I think that card deserves to go to 1. Now, cards that need to go to 2. In my opinion, I think Miracle Fusion needs to go to 2 because heroes are about to become the most powerful deck because of the Excalibur plays, and having 3 Miracle Fusions just adds extra versatility to the deck. We do not need a deck that's so powerful that we have to main deck T-Roars anymore. So I think they should put Miracle Fusion to 2 for that. Now another card that needs to go to 2, I think is Mystical Space Typhoon. I think this card had its fun being at 3, helping Rescue Rabbit to go off, helping the Wind Up deck to go off, helping Insectors to go off. So I think this card, it's time for this card to return to 2 and leave it at that. We just got Night Beam now. We have Night Beam, we have Dust Tornadoes, we have Null Man Extermination. So we got a lot of, and we have Heavy Storm. So we have a lot of ways to remove. So having this card at 3 is really annoying. I feel like people should only have to play 2 because then they have to, protect it as much as they can because they can't always rely on heavy. And people start playing Dust Tornadoes, siding Dust Tornadoes, not depending on Triple MST main deck to just, protect their plays. I think this card needs to go to 2. The next card I think needs to go to 2 is Book of Moon. I think Book is a really powerful card, especially now the priority's gone and we need to play around bottom of this book, those kind of cards. But then again, we have lands to combat that. So I think having Book of Moon at 2 should add another type of versatility to the deck, to any deck. Because I don't know, I just miss having 2 Book of Moons, being able to stop an attack without technically removing. So it is a -1. It's almost as good as a -1 as Effect Veiler is. So I think this card deserves to go to 2. The next card I think should go to 2 is Formula Synchron. I think it's time for this guy to come back. It was put to 1 because of the abuse that Plants did it, but it wasn't necessary to strip it down to 1. Even at 1, Plants were able to do powerful plays for it. But I think it's time for this card to go to 2 because the Exceeds have been in the rise, and they've been just so powerful now that I think Synchro should get some kind of a push and help again. So especially because the archetype of the Lavals are coming, and besides any kind of quick draw or tuner or dandelion combo that you can do, I think this card deserves to go to 2. So we don't have to, because we only have 1 Avarice now, so it'd be good. And the extra deck is really tight, so fitting Exceeds, Synchro Monster, and even Fusion Monsters are becoming hard. So it'll take a lot of skill to play decks that rely on Synchros and Exceeds again. Because back in the day in Plants we only had Leviair, Leviathan, Roach, Utopia, and then everything else was Synchro Monster. But now every deck either only has Armory Arm, or a Black Rose, or a Secret Ancient Sacred Wyvern, or Scrap Dragon. So now Synchros is what got pushed to the minimum. So I think this card should come back to 2. I think I forgot to talk about one card that should go to 1. I forgot about this card, sorry. I think Spore should return. I think it's time for, it's time for this card to resume its play. The Plant Engine has been slowed down, but I think it's time to push it back again. Without Bulb, this card would be almost as good as an Exceed material and a Synchro material. But then again, I say, if the extra deck's not hit 20 and having only 15 slots in the extra deck, limit you to do plays that only require Synchros and Exceeds. I think it will take a lot of skill to play around with cards like this. So I think Sport should go back to 1. so that we're able to play. Because besides, anyways, you only need sport once, alright? Like, I mean, this card went straight from unlimited to just ban. So I think it's sport. It's a card that has a lot of potential, and it's not an OTK now because of the fact the plants are not dominating format with Tango and stuff like that. So I think this card should return. Now, cards that shoot, another card that has to go to 2, Rekindling against Labolts are powerful, but we don't want to, bring them out with all their push and have them forming at 2. I think Labolts need to have the limitation of having Rekindling at 2, so they don't have to, are completely overpowered. So I think Rekindling at 2 will be a precautionary thing to do before Labolts are released. Another card that, now I'm going to talk about the cards that should go unlimited, because they're whatever now. I think Bottom Strapple has become a really good trap card, and I think it should be at 3 because a lot of people are, losing their depending on Salt Morning so much. I wish they didn't. I wish Bottom would play. I think Bottom is a good card that can be at 3 now because it will add up to the removal, to the standard removal that used to be how Yugioh used to be. So, and besides, it protects you against Excalibur play, but then again, the deck does play traps ton, I think. So I think Bottom of the 3 wouldn't be as effective as it was before, and it'd be a really good thing, especially since Priority is gone. Another card that should go to 3 is Tragoria. Tragoria is one of those hand traps that's like, if you play, and I mean, it'll give other decks like Heretics, for example, will give them other options to have the Custom Max combo, because Strago is a level 10 and it can change its level. So I think this card being at 3 would be really effective for the format. It would basically define the format as much. And the other card should go to 3 is Summoner Monk, because banning Stratos and but still giving heroes the ability to do some cool combos with for the Excalibur OTK should be thing. I know a lot of people play only if not 1, 2, then Summoner Monk. So being at 3, it wouldn't really make a difference in the format. So that's all I have to say for the ban list right now. I really hope they ban Stratos, because I don't want to see that deck just being splashed everywhere because the deck's so cheap to make. So that's been my view on what the ban list should be. I hope you guys like it. Please comment below. Let me know what you could think should get banned, what you think should get hit to 1, and stuff like that. So comment, rate, subscribe below. Until next time, Uber Zero out.